Okay, I can't evidently describe it to you, so I'm going to show you. And it's going to be hard for me to show you because there's only one of me, so I'm going to try and demonstrate this with two hands. Okay, if you're holding this Karambit in reverse grip, the Super Karambit, not the Combat, the Super, this is what I was trying to demonstrate to you, or try and put it in words, but I can't. If you're holding this weapon and somebody goes for the inside or they go for the outside, I wish I had another person here so I could show you a little bit better, but I'm going to try and do it with, if they're on the inside and you have this knife like this, you can cut like that, you can reverse up like this and slice their arm. With this knife, manipulating it, you can lock their arm and you can do whatever you want with them. Once you've got this knife locked on their wrist, you can slice it open on the inside. If they go for the outside, you have a lot more. You can come up like this and slice their wrist underneath. You can grab them and put them in a hold, lock their wrist like this, and from this point here, if they pull away, they're going to rip their whole arm open, and then you can just go from there. You can go in for a Q cut, shoulder cut, rake the back. There's a lot you can do with coming off of here, or you could just slice and then go for a hold. You know, there's a lot you can do with the Super Karambit. It doesn't mean that the Super Karambit's any better than the Combat Karambit. What I'm telling you is you can do more defensive holds and takedowns with this knife when they go for your weapon hand because of the length of the weapon, because you have all that length, all that blade sticking out there, and if you know how to manipulate it, you can grab on, you can cut. You can cut with any knife. The advantage of the Karambit is you can hold. When they're grabbing you and you lock them, you can take control of their arm with this knife by locking them in. When they're locked onto your arm and you lock them here, you've got them. If they pull away, they're going to get cut. If you push down, they're going to get cut. You're going to be putting them to the ground and cutting them at the same time. You know, there's a lot of advantages of this knife that you can do if you know how to use it. That's why it's just between the Super and the Combat, I prefer the Super merely because of the length, not because I think it's designed any better. In a way, I do think it's designed better because it's longer. And most of the defensive moves that I've been taught were with the full-size Karambit. You could probably manipulate the moves, but it's just not long enough to do. The handle plays a great role in the Super Karambit over the Combat Karambit because you get that length to where you can reach and grab, where the Combat, you don't have it. Most of these moves you wouldn't be able to pull off because the knife's too short. You know, and that's just all I was trying to get across was that. I'm not trying to say that this knife is any bit better. I just know this knife better. I know how to manipulate it a lot better than a Combat because of the size of it for what I want to do with it on a defensive level, you know, not just going in and I'm using this weapon as a defensive weapon to get somebody off of me. They grab me to do what I have to do to get them off of me. You know, I'm using it a different way. But that's all I'm trying to say. Take it easy, man.